Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. I am the Sock Monkey. We got some vehicles that I want to do some work on here. Let's see, we have a Royale Bianco that has running gear problems, sloppy steering, and poor brake performance. So we're going to go ahead and dive into that. And I've decided just now as this was loading that I'm planning on potentially, depending on how busy my weeks get, because things have been getting really busy with work and my upcoming wedding. I'm probably going to be doing like one game video for each game in my repertoire a week. BeamNG, Car Mechanic Simulator, American Truck Simulator, potentially Euro Truck Simulator again. And I've also recently purchased Rocket League, so I want to try to get into that eventually. Let's open the repair order if I can. Okay, oh boy. Oh man. Hubs and bearings and stuff is messy. That's a lot of stuff to fix. ABS. Okay, let's start with the easy stuff first. ABS module, brake caliper, two calipers, and brake pads. Okay, so we need at least two calipers. Okay, we need an ABS module. We need brake caliper. We need, I think, two of those. And at the very least, we can grab a brake pad. Let's grab at least two of them. Then we can always sell the other ones later. So let's do this first. Let's pop the hood. Let's dive into the engine. Module is going to be very easy. Oh, it's not easy, but it's... I can already see where we're running into some problems with... Down below, I'm seeing some issues, so we are disassembling. Pull that gross thing out, and let's go ahead and go into the assemble mode. And throw that on. Okay, that was simple. Let's move the vehicle over to the, let's shut the hood, actually. I don't think we're going to need the hood for right now. Let's shut the hood and move this thing over to the lifter. And we're going to dive in on... And we're going to dive into this thing, toggle condition mode, and start digging in and seeing where we're at. Where we're at on this vehicle and what we need to replace. Let's go to examine mode. Alright, I can tell right here now that it looks like our caliper or pads on this side is bad. We have a tie rod. Oh no, we have a sway bar that needs to be replaced. Sway bar front end link, that is definitely bad. Sway bar front end link and looks like it's not a steering rack, but it's yep, it's a steering rack. Oh yeah, we got a tie rod. We got some tie rods we got to replace. And yeah, it looks like a steering rack is gonna have to go. Yep, it looks like. Let's open up the inventory. Or no. Oh wait a minute, I got a whole bunch of crap I can get rid of. gonna get it for the brake calipers. $7. Okay, let's core charge all this stuff. Let's core charge the ABS module. Okay, great. So we made a few quick bucks on selling some stuff. Oh, that engine. Alright, so we made a few easy bucks. Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, that steering rack is gonna need to go, because that's why the steering's a problem. That steering rack is gonna need to go. So we're gonna need to get an inner tie rod. We're gonna need a sway bar end link A. Yeah, that steering rack's gonna have to go. I don't know how we're gonna get it out, but we're gonna have to get it out, and we're gonna have to pull the tie rods. Yeah, we got an inner and an outer tie rod that definitely needs to go. So we're gonna go ahead and get out from underneath the vehicle. I'm gonna go over to the computer. We're gonna go pull up Siri. And we're gonna go through this. Steering rack. $800. Sway bar. Sway bar and link A, I think we need. We need to get a tie rod. Inner and an outer. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off the wheels while I'm up here. Yep, oh yeah, I'm already starting to see some of the problems here. Caliper, condition unknown. But I think it was the caliper on the other side that was bad. But we'll check her out. Yeah, that looks all kind of... It's showing green. So, oh, okay, we got a hub bearing that's bad. Oh, shoot, okay. Pull off that disc. Wheel hub bearing's looking bad. The wheel, ooh, the hub itself is bad. Okay, we need a hub and a hub bearing. Okay, front wheel hub and a wheel hub bearing. So those hubs are bad. That's contributing to our problems. So hub, not hib, hub. Front wheel hub, $110 and a $12 bearing. We are going to go ahead and go back to the vehicle and start yanking some rusty parts off this thing. So we got a wheel hub that needs to... Okay, that wheel hub is not going to come off easy. Oh, you know. Something's going to have to get pulled first. Ah, the drive axle. Okay. So I have a funny feeling that drive axle is going to need to come out anyway. I could be wrong, but, you know... I have a feeling the steering... I have a feeling that I don't think that steering rack's going to come out too easy, so we will have to see if tie rods are going to need to be pulled here. So, definitely no... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, those tie rods are going to have to get pulled. So, I got one bolt that's going to disappear. Yeah, I'm not sure what else... Yep. Not going to be able to get pulled. And it looks like I see a bearing. Okay, bushings appear to be okay. Alright, so before I start... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop over to the other side of this vehicle. And we're going to start pulling on this side. I know for certain that in order to drop... Yeah, that caliper is pretty bad. That caliper is definitely going to need to go. But I want to get everything off. Let's see. Can we disconnect? Because I don't think it's the drive axle or anything out that looks bad. I think everything looks okay here on this side of the vehicle. I know this sway bar link is going to need to go. wonder if the drive axle are gonna have to go in order to. Let's pull that out just to be on the safe side. Let's disconnect this drive axle. Yeah. Let's. Oh, outer. Ooh, tie rods are gonna need to go. Okay, now that I think we've disconnected everything on the tie rod or on the tie rods, okay, I think. All right, it's green, so we can pull that out. Let's go to assemble mode. We do have a steering rack we can put back in. We have a front drive axle we can put back on. Okay, I can hook back in the sway bar, which will be fixed. And then I will fit back in on this side, the other side of the vehicle. Wait a minute, I see something green that needs to be replaced. Something needs to be assembled, something's missing. Wait, I hovered over that, I thought. Tie rods? Something, aha, tie rod end. Okay, cool. Pull this baby back on. Not the outer tie rod. Okay, I'm still, for some reason, thinking we're missing something here. Why do I have this weird feeling I'm missing something here? But I'm not. Okay, pull that caliper back on. Okay, that side, okay, that wheel, okay, so what else are we missing here? I have a funny feeling it's not letting me go any further, so I'm thinking I'm missing, aha, tie rod. I knew I was missing something. What it was exactly, aha, it's letting me put the tire back on, so that's, okay, it's letting me put the wheel back on, so I'm gonna put these wheels on right quick. Okay, wheels are on. They are completely on. That wheel is on. Now it's time for me to pop over to this side of the vehicle, which looks all discombobulated, but it's really not because everything is going to go back on where it's supposed to eventually. So we have a tie rod who needs to go back on. That line is at least not 27%, so that's a good thing. That outer tie rod is going to have to go back on. Alright, now I get to install a wheel hub. Okay, we have a front functional wheel hub with 3 bolts. I think next thing I want to use is faster unbolting. That would be nice. Let's put on a wheel hub bearing. And then we have a disc ventilated. Let's slip on that drive axle. That's 1 bolt. Slip on a fresh brake pad. Slip on a fresh caliper. And slip on a tire. Now I'm pretty sure we're missing some things on the other side, but let us figure that out. Okay, so we're gonna go to our repair order and see what we're missing. Oh, okay, rear stuff. Rear stuff we're missing, and then poor brake performance, which I think caliper and pads on the other on the rear are gonna need to be replaced. So we're gonna go over to the rear and start disassembling. I can already see through the viewing here that it looks like that rear suspension arm looks like it may be causing us some grief, but let's, oh yeah, that caliper is definitely seen better days. However, I know I am going to have to go and either fix the caliper or put on a new one. Let's see, let's go to my workbench and see what I can fix here. If I can fix any of this. 87%. That's better than nothing. That was a fail. Oh, that was 100%. Oh, sweet. Sweet. That was awesome. I 87% fixed one of them, and I was able to fix the other one. Now, that pad is 7%, so we're definitely, I'm gonna need to go and grab another brake pad. Brake pad. Alright, let's grab one. Now, let's see. I know that something else is pretty bad here. Let us go to examine mode. Alright, bushing, bad. Bushing is definitely going to need to be replaced. And, oh boy, bushing. Rear suspension upper arm. Rear suspension upper arm is going to need to be replaced. So at least I know on this side I need a bushing and a rear suspension upper arm. And it is just a regular sized rubber bushing and a rear suspension upper arm and maybe a shock absorber, but let's see. Examine mode. Examine mode. Okay, rear step suspension absorber. Examine mode. Doesn't look like it's that bad. Rear suspension upper arm and a rubber bushing. And for I think we should probably grab a shock absorber while we're at it. Rear suspension. Let's go to upper arm. Switch upper. Rear suspension upper arm. Bushing. I need a rubber bushing. Bushing. Okay, I need a rubber bushing. And then I know I'm going to need a shock on that other side, but we will get to there. Let's go to a rear shock absorber. Let's grab one at Bravo and one Alpha just to be on the safe side. And let us go ahead and see what we need to do to replace some of these parts here. Oh yeah, see, when it glows over, it glows red, but it says condition unknown. So I can't quite tell. It doesn't look bad. That bearing, that bushing is going to come out. Now to get that upper arm out, I'm going to have to figure out how the heck we're going to have to take it out. And I see already where the issue... Oh! That's that simple. Oh, I like it when it's easy. It's to make life easy for once, you know? Could have had a 50-50 shot of fixing that, but we'll see. Maybe I can fix stuff later and then have a half chance at corp charging this corp charging stuff and making a little bit of extra cash, but we'll see. That's in. It looks like everything appears to be okay on this side. We're gonna pull on a fresh brake pad, fresh caliper, because that one was all kife. And we're going to throw that on. Alright, so we are fixed on that side of the vehicle. And we're going to come over and do the last side. So I'm going to flip myself into examine mode again. And take a look and see where we're at. Oh, we have a spring that's bad. We have a spring and we have that shock absorber that's bad. Brake system looks pretty good. Oh, we have a rear suspension arm Bravo that is bad. That was a shock A, and we need a rear suspension arm. We need a rear spring and a rear suspension arm. So lots and lots of suspension work. So rear spring. So let's get a rear spring and a rear suspension arm. Rear suspension arm, bravo. Okay, so let's go and let's go over here first and see if there's anything I can repair. Rear suspension. Oh, 38%. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, part discretion decreased. Okay, so that was bad. That was like nothing. Okay, that was bad. That didn't work. So we're gonna go ahead and start pulling again parts on this side. Okay, let's see what I can pull here. Alright, suspension. Okay, the shock is the bottom, it's just one bolt, so that's easy. Rear suspension arm, bravo, needs to go next. And finally, that is out, and then I have a rear suspension arm E. Okay, spring cap. Okay, the shock absorber cap is going. And now the fun part. Assembling everything else. Putting it back together. All the King's horses and all the King's men are putting all this stuff back on there. So that's good. One bolt in the bottom. And then I think finally, let me see if I'm missing anything here. It sure does not look like... What? Wait a minute, I glid over something here. Open repair order. Rear suspension arm B. 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 Arm A. Where's arm B? Versus aha! Okay, you are hidden. You are hidden very well. Okay, it's rear suspension arm. Oh, shoot! Okay, rear suspension arm B. Rear and link, rear suspension arm, upper arm. See, maybe I need to rear suspension arm B. Rear shock absorber, rear suspension arm, cross member. Bushing, upper arm, rear suspension arm B needs to be replaced, but how? Maybe it's on the other side of the vehicle. I have no freaking clue at this point. I'm dumb. I know this. Oh boy. I do not want to. Let's toggle body mode. Aha. Okay, that makes life easy. A. Let's go to assemble mode. Rear suspension arm. Rear suspension. Sway bar rear and link. Rear shock. So let's start yanking and oh wait, let's put that back actually. I mean, am I missing something? Let's put it on and see what it says. Maybe it will see if I try to put the give the vehicle back to the customer. Let's see what it says. Let's open repair order. Missing part, rear suspension arm B. Okay. Then why the hell did it let me take it? Okay, rear suspension arm A. You would think B would be. How the fucking hell does this work exactly? Rear suspension arm B! Yeah. Yep, I had to put my rear I'd used my suspension on B to blow skills. B to blow. Hey, this is C to use, and now it says press B to blow. Markiplier reference if you guys haven't seen that. Alrighty, guys, everything appears to be fixed on this car, so we're getting check marks for everything. Yay, $4,000. So $2,000 for oh, I don't. Okay, what I want to do is I want to go into my inventory and just start selling shit. So. Okay. It's all fixed. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take care, guys.